Yo! Man, I've been wanting to get a new video up for a little while now, but I was away for most of the Christmas New Year period, and by the time I got my latest delivery, Toy Fair was just a couple of weeks away, so I thought I'd hold out for the reveals this weekend. But before I get into my thoughts on those, I'll just go through some of the newest additions since my last video. So, starting off, I've got the Stepford Cuckoos in here with Emma Frost for my X-Men Now shelf. So now I just need the black and white Magneto to go in here in the empty space behind Cyclops to finish this off. And I have used the blonde heads for all three because that's how I know them. I have seen someone else paint the other two heads blonde, so I might try do that as well if I can get my painting skills up to scratch, just to mix those heads up a bit from each other. Then I've also got, finally, the Juggernaut Wave Wolverine for my X-Men 200 shelf, where I've also made myself a custom Rogue from that 80s era. Had to get a bit creative on the hair there, but that shelf's coming together now. Also got myself a Black Queen. So this is made up of the Emma Frost body with the original Hasbro Black Queen cape that we got when they first took over, and then just using the head from this Phoenix figure. She fits in quite nicely there with a White Queen. Then I've got Corsair up on the shelf. So really hoping that they'll do a Starjammers pack or start releasing those figures individually. Really love to get them out here as well. And then other than that, I've got myself some more of these guard figures. So they came with the Sabretooth figure from the original X-Men movie. So I finally got my display set up there where I've got Magneto pulling in all these metal objects to tie him up. I already had this one here with Sabretooth, but I got a third one as well that I've got with the Blob, with him disarming him. So that, I believe, is all of the new additions since my last video. So let's get into the reveals. So starting off with the reveals, we've known for a while which figures we are getting in the Age of Apocalypse wave, but we didn't know what the builder figure was going to be. But we now know that that is going to be Sugar Man, and he looks like a decent builder figure. Can't wait to get him up on the shelf. And to be honest, I'm really glad that it wasn't Sabretooth. I didn't want to have to replace more figures than what I wanted to. But in addition to that, we are also getting the Apocalypse as well as a deluxe figure. So not part of the wave, just in a separate set by itself. And then also, I had made this custom Magneto for the shelf, but looking at Mafex, they are releasing an Age of Apocalypse Magneto. So, might be looking to snatch that up as well, to put that on the shelf. And so next we are getting a Black Tom. Now this is a custom that I made years ago, but I will be switching this one out with the real deal once we get that. Now I think this has been one that has been on people's waiting list for a long time, so good to see this one coming out. We're also getting a Maverick, which hasn't been made before. Now I wish that we were getting Maverick in either a 2-pack or a 3-pack or even a 4-pack, if they would also include Wolverine, Silver Fox, and even Sabretooth, so we could complete that team for the pre-Weapon X Wolverine. And then we are also getting a Nimrod. So, not too sure how posable this one looks from the pictures. But yeah, this is one that I've been waiting for a long time. So it'd be good to get him up on the villains shelf. And so we've also been told we are now getting the X-Men Legacy Rogue. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that I managed to get my hands on the prototype version that they never released back in the day. So, yeah, based on the amount I paid for this figure, I'm guessing this just dropped a shitload after that announcement. Now, I also noticed that the picture doesn't have the white hair at the front like Rogue does. I'm not too sure if that's just wasn't included in the reveal version or if that's not going forward. I don't know. But yeah, I'll still be using this figure as well. I'm sure that I can make 2 different Legacy teams, so I can use both figures. That won't be an issue. But we have also got revealed, finally, that we are getting the first appearance Storm. So I've had this Marvel Select figure for a while as a fill-in while we waited, but that will be getting replaced with the new one. And because they said we're getting 2 heads, I will be also using the new one to fill in this 80s shelf as well. Then the other reveal that they had, well, wasn't a reveal, more of a tease, was that we may be potentially getting a new Sentinel out of the Hasbro Labs, or the Has Labs. But because we got the Sentinel not that long ago, which was the remake of the Marvel Universe Sentinel that they released, I wouldn't be surprised if it's even a master mold, which would be a really good choice, and I imagine would be a really big figure. So it might be something that they might tackle in the HasLabs. They've also announced that we're getting an Old Man Logan set with the Old Man Hawkeye, using the new pinless technology. That seems to be what will be going forward from now on, I imagine, with a lot of the figures. So when I'm collecting these figures, I always like to get them into teams. So not too sure if I'll be getting that one right away, as that kind of feels like a standalone figure with the 2 of them. But yeah, no doubt I'll end up getting it at some point. So I don't know exactly what the deal was, but I'm pretty sure that when Disney bought Marvel, they had most of the rights to the X-Men except for the movie rights. So they cancelled the cartoons that were going. I think it was the Wolverine and the X-Men cartoon series that was running at the time. They cancelled that, as well as any of the movie merchandise. And that's why we never got any figures, I assume, for any of the X-Men movies past X2. But now that Disney has bought Fox, they've got all that back. So, well, not that they've got it back, they now want to obviously start making money on that, because it's not now in competition to their Avengers films. So also what they announced today was the movie figures from the original Fox movies. So we've seen that they've got 2 Wolverines and Mystique. And then you can also get the Professor X and Magneto for either the McAvoy and Fassbender movies or the Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart movies. So they said that you'll be getting additional heads, so you can switch those out depending on which ones you want. And as well as that, we're getting figures for Deadpool, for the Deadpool movie. So we're getting Domino and Cable. Cable, they said, was going to be a Target exclusive. And then we're also getting a 2-pack with Deadpool and Megasonic Teenage Warhead. So it looks like we're going to be starting to get some of the movie figures coming through. Not sure if I'll be adding those to my shelf straight away. I am kind of just going after the comic versions, but who knows? I'll probably end up adding them on at some stage. So that's all from me for now. Like and subscribe to help support the channel. Leave a comment. And see you next time. Cheers.